I was watching the bonus sheet reveal for Edge of Eternities, and with all the amazing art we've seen for the set, it made me want to go back kind of through how Wizards got to this point. How they have made mistakes and made promises, and we still have real artists making every Magic the Gathering card. Quickly though, don't forget about our 500 subscriber giveaway, where we'll give out a Play Booster box of the winner's choice. It could even be one of these Final Fantasy boxes right here. In an era where AI generated images are flooding the internet, our favorite card game is taking a different path. Why does this matter? Because in a game where every card is a window into a fantasy world, authenticity isn't optional, it's essential. From the very beginning in 1993, Magic wasn't just a game, it was a canvas for imagination. Wizards of the Coast hired real illustrators to bring the multiverse to life, and the game exploded with iconic visuals. Artists like Mark Tedden, Christopher Rush, Ron Spencer, and Melissa Benson created images that burned into the minds of millions. These weren't AI renderings, they were paintbrushes, ink, and vision. As the game grew, so did its visual identity. MTG began working with a global network of illustrators, digital and traditional alike, each one handcrafting the worlds we now know, like Theros, Dominaria, Kamigawa, and even brand new ones like we'll see in Edge of Eternities. MTG art is about more than looks. It's storytelling, it's culture, it's magic. In recent years, artificial intelligence has become increasingly powerful at generating art. And while this has opened creative doors, it's also sparked controversy. A lot of it has to do with how these AI models are trained to create art. They use images of copyrighted work, which violates the rights of the copyright holder. But so far, it doesn't seem like any of the large models have been held accountable or even had to prove that they did not use any copyrighted works without permission. With tools like Midjourney, DALL-E, and Stable Diffusion, it became easy to churn out fantasy images that look passable, at least at first glance. But for Magic fans and artists, this posed a real problem. Who owns that art, and who created it? Wizards of the Coast responded clearly. In 2023, they announced that Magic the Gathering will not use any AI-generated art, period. We can't forget though that this was after AI art had leaked into a new book for Dungeons & Dragons, and it was fans that spoke out and said it wasn't what they wanted, and Wizards had to backtrack to make this statement. In this advertisement that came out prior to the launch of Murders at Karlov Manor and Ravnica Remastered, there were a number of AI components to it, and eventually Wizards uncovered that the vendor they had used to fulfill the marketing for the set had created this image using AI. Right after that, it was shown that a whole card, Trouble in Pairs, had not only been made with AI, but also plagiarized from another artwork. Just kidding, it was actually plagiarized from two separate artworks, a triple theft. Wizards reinforced that all submissions for cards must be entirely made by human artists. No AI enhancement, no AI sketching, and no AI fill-in. This move was applauded by fans, especially those who care deeply about artistic integrity. In 2024, Wizards came under fire when it was discovered that an artist for a secret lair drop had used AI tools during the concept phase, specifically to generate composition ideas. The final pieces were cleaned up and painted over manually, but eagle-eyed fans spotted the signature telltale signs of AI: odd fingers, inconsistent lighting, and a slightly uncanny feel. The backlash was swift. Wizards issued a statement clarifying their policies and promised more stringent internal review processes. The artist in question was not featured in any future releases. While not an intentional breach by Wizards, it was a wake-up call. The community made it clear. Magic players want real art by real artists, not machine approximations. One of the most beautiful counterpoints to the AI controversy came in 2025, when Wizards announced the Final Fantasy Universe's Beyond collaboration with Square Enix. This was more than just a crossover, it was a celebration of hand-drawn art. Square Enix artists, including Yoshitaka Amano and Tetsuya Nomura, were invited to create new card illustrations, and many of them chose to use traditional media.
あ、こっちはもうね、なるべく非常識な絵を描こうっていうことで、とらわれないで。
That's right, paper, pencils, ink, and paint. For Amano, this was a return to the kind of expression that made Final Fantasy legendary.
おお、かっこいいですね。素晴らしいです。
The results were stunning. Cards felt alive, not glossy, not perfect, but real, tangible, and human. It reminded everyone what fantasy art is supposed to feel like. I think it's actually supposed to make you feel like Spider-Man. So why go through all this effort? Why not just embrace the speed and cost efficiency of AI? Because fantasy, especially in Magic, depends on emotion, on narrative, on subtle human decisions that machines just can't replicate. A human artist chooses a color palette to match grief. A human knows how to paint fear, wonder, and awe. Machines can imitate the shape, but not the soul of art. MTG isn't just about gameplay. It's a tapestry of story, mechanics, and imagery. That tapestry must be woven by human hands. In a world rushing towards automation, Magic the Gathering stands as a reminder of the value of craft, of creativity, and of human imagination. Wizards of the Coast isn't just protecting their brand when they make statements like this, they're also protecting an artistic legacy. And that's where I was left watching this Edge of Eternity's preview. The Wizards really want to put all their heart and emotion into this set, and especially the artwork, to help us all connect to the set and enjoy it. It's great to see this set coming off so well. After the announcement of a space theme set from Mark Roseworth, it felt oddly like Todd Howard announcing that Bethesda was going to take a break from its main series to make its own space game as his passion piece. Unfortunately, Edge of Eternities looks so much better than Starfield, and we're going to have some great stuff to play with. And that's the real Magic. I don't know if I could drop that and not let it fade to black right after, but if you made it here, congrats. Here's my final pitch for you to get subscribed. Thanks for watching, and take care.